Hi, how's everybody doing tonight? First and foremost, happy Mother's Day to any moms out there. Hopefully everybody had a good day. You guys have a hard job, and I know I appreciate my mom and my wife and what she does for the kids, so I just wanted to throw that out there on this Mother's Day. Right now we are sitting at 22 weeks out from Raw Nationals in Atlanta, Georgia for the USAPL. So I'm going into my last week of this first hypertrophy block before a deload, so everything is feeling pretty good so far, but I'm definitely ready for a lighter intensity and lower volume week at the end of this week. So training volume got up to about 155,000 pounds of volume over the last week. That's training 5 days a week, again squatting 4 days, pressing all 5 days, and deadlifting on 2 days. So I've been looking at my total training volume as well as training volume for each competitive lift. So I think I have to double check my notes, but my squat volume was up to about 28,000 pounds this last week. Bench press volume was similar, around 28,000 pounds. And then the deadlift volume was right around there as well. So those have all been gradually creeping up a little bit. I'll try to squeak up a little bit more volume, see if I can eclipse 160,000, 170,000 total pounds this last week here, and knock over 30,000 pounds per lift this last week. Definitely ready for a deload though. The body it's only been 4 weeks here, but I've ramped everything up pretty quickly. Just a little overall achy, a little fatigued. Training motivation just starting to taper a little bit, so usually a good indicator that it is time to back off and rest up a little bit. So during the deload week, basically I'll just cut everything in half. The intensity will stay lowish as it has been, but the volume will go in half. So during that deload week, my total training volume throughout the week will probably be around 70,000, 75,000 pounds of training volume. Intensities during these blocks have been, for the most part, all between 60, 70% intensity. It might creep up into the 80% for some of it. And none of the lifts have been exactly competitive, so they've all been different variations. If they are, similar, so if I'm doing a low bar squat, it's speed squats. So nothing that's too close to the competition lifts, but still a lot of variation in there. As far as the nutritional side of things and weight and everything, the first couple weeks after the last competition, I still monitored everything, but I wasn't really too strict wanting my weight to stay at any certain number or anything. So as of Saturday morning, the weight was at 187 pounds, so 5 pounds up from my competitive weight. And it looks like everything sort of stabilized out there. So my maintenance calories for that weight are about 3,500 calories, 3,600 calories, give or take, a little bit for maintaining that weight. So I've been working at most days climbing around 3,800 calories, 3,900 calories per day to try to accomplish that goal, about a quarter pound of weight gain per week here. During the deload week, I'll actually back off and drop my calories back down to around 3,000, try to drop about a pound that week just to keep body fat levels in check and also make it so I don't have to drop a drastic amount of weight come October. So basically I've got, let's see, we got 7 and 6, so basically about 13 more weeks of hypertrophy, and then 8 weeks of maintaining or cutting whatever weight I need to cut to make weight for the competition in October. That's sort of the game plan so far. Everything has been going well though, feels good. I'm still happy with the plan that I have in place, and I'll just keep trucking away here and see if we can eclipse over that 1,400 pound total mark. The other thing I guess, is to talk about was that I wanted to actually hit on the last one, I just didn't have my thoughts very well collected, was expectations. So I think going into this, when I was first toying with the idea of competing at nationals, I was originally sort of looking at the results from last year. If I hit the exact same total I did at this qualifying meet back in April, where that would put me, in national rankings. And with that total of 1,356 pounds, that would have put me in 18th place at last year's nationals. So, going into it, my thoughts were, okay, that'd be great. Place in the top 20, and I'd be pretty happy with that. That'd be cool. But the more I think about it, the more I look at it, I I can't control that. I can't control what other people do. I can't control who shows up at that meet. If I look at all of the USAPL 83 kilogram open class powerlifters, the USAPL ranks the top 1,000 competitors each year in the nation. And beyond that, they don't rank anybody. So I'm not sure how many over 1,000 there are in the 83 kilogram weight class. But if I look at all the placings, all the rankings, I'm ranked 198th out of the top 1,000 in the country right now. So if all those top 197 showed up, I'd have a lot more work cut out for me. So it's really hard to say, what placing I would like to expect. So all I'm going to worry about as far as expectations and goals is what I can control. So at this last meet, I totaled 1356. So I'm expecting a 1,400 pound plus total at 83 kilograms, which is 182.6 pounds. So a 1,400 pound total. I would like to bench press over 325, like to squat over 5, and I'd like to deadlift over 585 would be sort of the goals going into it. So on top of that, I'd like to go 9 for 9, hit all 9 attempts, and not leave anything on the table. So those are sort of the, goals, expectations, what I'm hoping for, and so far I think I've got a good plan laid out to accomplish that, and we'll see where everything takes us over the next few months here. Thanks for checking in. Have a great night.